Imagine you're sitting outside on a clear night, looking up at the sky, and there it is, the moon, glowing white like a pearl. But why does it look so white from Earth? Let me tell you a little story. Long ago, when the moon was young, it was covered with huge volcanic plains and mountains. Over millions of years, space rocks and meteors bombarded its surface, breaking it apart and scattering fine dust, called regolith, all over the place. This dust is mostly made of minerals like silicates, which reflect sunlight quite well. Now, the sun's light is made up of all the colors of the rainbow. When sunlight hits the moon, most of it bounces back, but not in a colorful way like a rainbow. The moon's surface doesn't absorb much of the light. Instead, it reflects the light in a more even, whitish tone because of how rough and uneven the surface is. That's why, when we see the moon from Earth, it appears white, even though, up close, it's more gray and dusty. The Earth's atmosphere also helps with this illusion. When the moon is higher in the sky, the light has less air to pass through, so it keeps that pale white or light gray glow. But when it's lower, closer to the horizon, sometimes you might notice it looks more yellow or even red, kind of like the sun during sunset. That's because the light has to pass through more of the Earth's atmosphere, scattering the shorter blue and green wavelengths, and leaving behind more red and orange. Now, a few fun facts about the moon. No atmosphere. The moon has no atmosphere like Earth does. This means there's no wind or weather, so footprints left by astronauts on the moon could last for millions of years, undisturbed. Moonquakes. Just like we have earthquakes, the moon has something called moonquakes. They're caused by the gravitational pull from the Earth and can last up to an hour, always showing the same face. The moon is tidally locked to Earth, which means we only ever see one side of it. The far side of the moon, sometimes called the dark side, was a complete mystery until spacecraft explored it. Moon dust. Lunar dust is extremely fine, almost like powder, but it's also very sharp and sticky. It clings to everything and even wore down some of the equipment used by astronauts during the Apollo missions.